Gary Spencer and Scott Noble, co-creators of Wealth with No Regrets, and we're here to talk to you about which group of people you're in for the tax law changes that might be coming down the road, and for you to be aware so you can kind of contextualize the chatter that's coming out of Washington. So Scott, as you've done the analysis as a CPA, as a tax planner and tax specialist, what is it you've seen them talking about these different rules and groups that people are in from an income standpoint?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a great question. There's a lot of confusion, right, from the headlines that are getting put out there from different outlets and pundits. The reality is there's still lower income, middle income, and higher income, if you think of it that way. The break points are really $400,000 and $1 million. So below $400,000 in their world would be lower income, 400 to $1 million, call it middle, and then over $1 million is high. So each of those groups there's different impacts to. Below 400, well below 400, there's a lot of tax breaks that are in the proposals. Between 400 and $1 million, there's going to be tax creep. Could be some changes to Social Security taxation on ordinary income, and obviously the potential increase in the ordinary income tax, the highest bracket, could go from 37 to 39.6%. And then above $1 million, probably the biggest thing is the taxation of capital gains as ordinary income if you make more than $1 million in a year. And let's be clear, there's a difference between income in a year and asset levels. I think a lot of people have gotten confused about that currently,
for sure.
Thinking, oh, if I have $1 million, I'm going to have this bigger capital gains tax increase. That's not what's being talked about. It's income in a calendar year.
So this is really important. There's a lot, you said it really well. There's lots of confusion out there because it's coming out of Washington. There's all kinds of confusion in Washington, which is why you're confused. So the big point here for you to take away is that there's different income brackets and different income as Washington's talking about that you need to understand how it applies to you. This is what we do for our clients day in and day out. We look at their income, we look at their assets, we look at the tax law, and then we try to apply it to them in particular to sort the fact from fiction so they're not left wondering how this applies. So that's what we do for our clients. We get ahead of it, we're proactive. So for you right now, what you understand is which group are you in and start to sort the information and rhetoric coming out of Washington to see which applies to you. This is super important. We'll dig into some of the other details on that in a minute, but for you, which group are you in and understand how that might apply to you. If you're not sure, give us a call. We'll chat with you about it.